My sister borrowed my car and returned it with an empty tank and a $90 parking ticket. When she asked to borrow it again, I told her yes, but gave her my ex-boyfriend's address instead. My sister Maya has this amazing talent for taking advantage of people's kindness and somehow making herself the victim when called out. Last month, she needed to borrow my car for a quick doctor's appointment because hers was in the shop. I said yes, because that's what sisters do, right? Maya promised she'd fill the tank and have it back by evening. Simple enough. She returned it 3 days later, not evening, 3 full days. No heads up, no explanation, just showed up at my door. Like nothing happened. I went to drive to work the next morning and discovered she'd left me with fumes. Humgat had to push my car to the gas station. But that wasn't even the worst part. 2 weeks later, I got a parking ticket in the mail. $90 for parking in a handicapped spot downtown. The timestamp showed it happened while Maya had my car at 2 a.m. on a Saturday night. When I confronted her, she acted shocked. Oh my god, I totally forgot to mention that. I was just running into this club for like 5 minutes to grab my friend. There were no other spots, no apology for the gas, no offer to pay the ticket, just excuses about how she didn't have time to find proper parking and how she was helping a friend in crisis. I paid the $90 because it was my car, my registration, my problem. Maya said she'd definitely pay me back soon, but never brought it up again. Maya texted me Friday night asking to borrow my car again. Her car is making weird noises and she needs to drive to her friend's wedding in the next state, a 6-hour round trip. I could have said no, should have said no, but instead I had a better idea. I told her yes, she could pick up the keys Saturday morning. Friday night, I printed out detailed directions to my ex-boyfriend Derek's apartment across town. Derek, who dumped me 6 months ago for his coworker and still hasn't returned my LC's password. Saturday morning, Maya shows up all dressed up for this wedding, clearly running late. I handed her the keys and the directions. The car's parked right where those directions lead you. Building's a little confusing to find, but the address is right. There, she barely looked at the paper, just grabbed the keys and rushed out, thanking me for being such a lifesaver. About 2 hours later, my phone started blowing up. First Maya, then Derek. Maya, Rice shorter card ATR case PL. Derek, your psycho sister is banging on my door demanding car keys. What the hell, Maya? I am going to miss the entire wedding. Why would you do this to me, Derek? She's threatening to call the cops if I don't give her keys I don't have. Come get her. I waited about an hour before responding to anyone. Let them figure it out themselves for a bit. When I finally called Maya back, she was screaming about how I'd sabotaged her and ruined everything, and how could I be so vindictive over a simple mistake. Simple mistake. You stole 3 days of my life, $90 and a tank of gas. This was just inconvenient for one morning. She had to take an Uber to Derek's place, then drive 6 hours to a wedding she was already 4 hours late. For Derek got to enjoy a Saturday morning of crazy banging on his door and confused shouting. Maya made it to the wedding reception but missed the ceremony entirely. She posted Instagram stories all night about how family can really disappoint you and some people hold grudges forever. She hasn't asked to borrow my car since, or anything else. Actually, Derek changed his locks and blocked both of us on everything, which honestly solved my all-the-use problem too. My car stays parked safely in my own driveway now with a full